7,000 inmates have been released by the federal government of Nigeria across all the states to curb the spread of coronavirus. 39 correction facilities in 18 states were appraised since the outbreak of the pandemic. Judiciary correspondent Celestina Area takes a look at this initiative carried out by the Presidential Advisory Committee on Prerogative of Mercy.
12 subsection 1A, B, D and C of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, empowers the state governor to grant pardon to any person or convict who has committed a crime against the laws of the state after due consultation with the Advisory Council of Prerogative of Mercy in the state. As a way to decongest custodial centers in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Presidential Advisory Committee on Prerogative of Mercy, alongside state executives and other relevant agencies, have been able to decongest correctional centers with the release of about 8,000 inmates. These correctional centers can also be known as jail, prisons, and penitentiaries. They are meant to serve as rehabilitation centers for these inmates. But a big question is, after serving their time in prison or granted pardon, do they come out rehabilitated? I spoke to some senior advocates of Nigeria, and these were their opinions.
Unfortunately, they don't really come out rehabilitated because you see, it appears our correctional system is yet to be actually correctional. What is the provision the government has made for them to be corrected? If you go to countries like Norway, prisoners live in good life. From their prison, they have television, have everything. But what is their state? What is their condition in Nigeria today? Now they are out. Yes, fine and good. What palliative has the government given them?
The Secretary of the Presidential Prison Convention in 1993 on Nababangida. And what we saw was that over 70% of the prisoners were not only innocent, but were awaiting trial. And in the process of being kept there, became hardened because they were mixed up with armed robbers and other hardened criminals.
It is important for us to understand the fact that why they are somewhat lost to happenings in the society. The greater chance is that their ways of life, their attitudes, dispositions, reasonings are bound to be divergent.
Society still has a responsibility to see to their rehabilitation. A special vehicle should be provided wherein, as they are leaving the prison, they are going into such institution for rehabilitation and before they are finally released.
That's the face of the process.
On April 9, 2020, the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, flagged off the presidential amnesty for the release of some inmates at correctional centers across the country. The process of coming up with a list of beneficiaries commenced in 2018, when, following the President's approval, the Presidential Advisory Committee on Prerogative of Mercy was inaugurated on the 28th of August 2018.
The government at the subnational level are to again revive their Prerogative of Mercy committees to regularly visit the custodial centers and recommend deserving inmates deserving and qualified inmates for amnesty.
It's become more apparent for government to look into the issue of those incarceration, and we are happy that as a service we have taken measures to ensure that COVID-19 does not see the doors of any of our custodial centers.
On May 6th, the Chief Judge of Kwara State, Suleiman Kuwu, freed 18 prisoners and granted 28 others bail. On June 11th, Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi granted state pardon to 25 inmates. On July 7th, the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, acknowledged that Nigeria's correctional facility currently operates at more than 150% of their capacity and are overstretched. This, he said, was why the construction of 3,000 capacity maximum security custodial centers were ongoing in Kashi, Abuja, and in Janguza, Kano State.
The committee has outlined a series of activities geared towards strengthening the criminal justice sector and ultimately delivering on its mandate, some of which include setting up of national task force to traverse the 36 states of the Federation for the purpose of decongesting awaiting trial persons who make up about 70% of the population.
According to prisonstudies.org, There are 240 correctional facilities in Nigeria. Their official capacity is about 50,000 people, but are currently populated by more than 75,000 people. 74,000 are male and only 2% are females. According to Amnesty International, Nigeria currently has the highest number of death sentences in sub-Saharan Africa, with 621 people sentenced to death in 2017 and more than 2,000 inmates on death row. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.